Hello, I'm Carmen with Cherished Legacies in the Royal Chronicle Life, and I'm here to show you my year in review. I just finished it up, and I'm going to share with you some lessons I learned and some workarounds along the way. Please subscribe, comment below on what you want to see next, and let's go see my account. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen here, and here it goes. So here is my year in review. We'll start from the beginning and how it looks like. I figured out one thing is how to format this to look so much better. I'll show you another one in a minute. And I'm going to do a whole video on how to do that. But I just love these little icons and I'll show you that. I put a one beside this one because I wanted it first. So this first one is an overview. And what I have in here is, this is like the top movies of the year, the top TV series. This is movies, TV shows. This is gross box office books and news stories. And just one thing that I use is be sure you have an extension on your computer. So up here, I have downloaded an extension that is printer friendly. So if you go and Google or search for printer friendly extensions, there will be some that come up. Find one and add that to your browser. And then so when a website comes up, the beauty of it, why you want this is what I did is you can easily take out all the ads, all the things you don't want. If I didn't want these photos, then I could they'll have a box and you can delete these out. Okay. So it really makes it a lot easier to print. So I don't actually print them. I print as a PDF. So any website I pull up that's interested in me that I want to save is I just pull up the website. I go to my extension. I take out what I don't want, and then I do a PDF, and then I upload my PDF to here. So that is what is in this folder. If you want me to go over that one in another video more in detail, please let me know. The next one is my day-to-day. I have lots of videos on how I do day-to-day albums. So that was the easiest one because when I finished it for the year, I just moved that album right nested under my 2024 year in review. The next one is my top 10 photos. And these are photos I just think are beautiful or interesting or I love. And it's always hard for me to pick 10. I have 9 right now. And I'll add one at some point, but these are just interesting photos I liked. The next nested one is my 24 top news stories. And these aren't top news stories based on everyone, but these are mine. And usually because I screenshotted a lot about it or similar things. So that's why it ended up in my top news stories. So, and I wrote a little bit about why these were the news stories for me. So this is more of a personal, what were my top 10 news stories. And I could add this for everybody, but I haven't done that. Then I have my top 24 word of review, word of the year. I wrote a little bit about why I picked that word and how it worked out for me. And then the 4 albums for the highlights. So I'm going to come back to the overview and you can see these are my albums. I just went over each of them and then the highlights for each person. Also in this main album, I went and picked one photo for each month. It was hard, but I basically went through and just picked one photo of each month in there. So that's there. So the other lesson I learned, I'm going to go to Claire's and show you a workaround. So right here, when you do more, view more, it pops up and they want to, they highlight, make this first, let me think how I'm going to say it. They make this first letter larger. And I really don't like how this looks. It pushes this over And so in this one, I don't like it, right? So I found you can do two things. Sometimes you can just add a line after the first one and like it. So let's look. I'm going to update. I still don't like it. I like that better, but I still don't like the way it looks. So here is the workaround for now. I'm going to take that one. It's just to add one line in the beginning. And then it just looks normal like you had it. So that's one work. It's just to add one line at the very beginning if you don't want that big first letter. The second workaround, because we at the moment can't format, so I can't bold these different categories. I discovered it will copy little icons and pictures like you see here, which I absolutely love. I probably love it more. You can't bold and you can't put bullet points. So this is in the place of bullet points and it's actually even better. So I love it. So all you have to do is go into your chat GPT, and this is where I copied and pasted it from, right? So I gave it the categories. I actually already had all this typed out in there and I was trying to figure it out. So I just gave it all the words, okay? And then just said put an icon or picture or emoji for each one. And then you can tell it whether you want it. I actually like this one better where the first one is on the right, on the end of the word, and then the rest in the category on the left. So you can actually tell it to do that or switch it, all those things. But that is one of the cool things that I discovered while working in there. The other thing in Claire's account, Claire had a lot of her top 10 that wouldn't let me download. I've showed you how to download YouTube before. So in the YouTube, this is the one I was using. You know, you can use anyone, but I use Zemo. It wasn't allowing me access. So what I found, or Visit AI is another one. There's tons of them. Is if I put it in to AI clipping, it will clip it. Even if it's not allowing you to download the whole thing, it'll do a clip. And that's actually better because it's going to take up less room in your account. So it's going to give you a little bit of the song, but not the whole song. So you can see a lot of these, and you can pay to have it not branded, but I don't care. So I didn't. So you can see all of these. AI took a small piece out of it to have a sample of hers. The last thing, so I showed you the formatting, I showed you changing it to the first letter, and I showed you the clips. The last thing, I just want to show you the difference, just so you can decide how you want it. So under Claire's here, you can see this is the overall, this is like everything she said. Then I broke up the two main, which were the best of in the favorite entertainment. And then the favorite entertainment, I broke down even more. So you can see here I have 4 of her favorites. But under those, I really don't like this one. I don't have that much. I only have 1 photo. And I have no description. And my rule is, right, it needs a different album if you have something to say about it, right? So I probably don't need that here. Here, I probably do because it's 10, and just to separate this out from anything else, I like having that one. But do I really need that one? Whoops, it went back. Let me go back. I don't know that I need the other one separated. So I'm going to show you John's, because John's, I did not do that. Hopefully you will see what I'm talking about here. So for John's favorite entertainment, I don't have any. I have it nested as his entertainment, but I don't have any more nested albums under that. And I just have them here, and it goes along with what's listed up here. And I think it's fine, and I'm going to leave it. I do change. So some of these, the dates, maybe the date I downloaded it, and I will change the date to 2024 if it is the wrong date, because that just bothers me. I want it to be actually in the year that we're talking about. So I do try to change that. Let me show his best of. So here's his best of listed right here. And again, I just have them here. I put the best of in order up there, and then those are the photos. I kept the date so it separates them. If I filtered this, as I like to often, as custom, right? Look at that. Then it's not going to be, it's not divided. But since I have it filtered as oldest as, it's going to be in order of it happened. And it's going to go along with the list up here. So I don't feel like I needed to make a separate album for each of these best of. I think it looks fine. So it would look like that, or let's look at let's see how I did mine. So mine, I have more that go around this long ways. Let's look under my entertainment. So you can see under this one, I listed my favorite books, my movies and actresses, my favorite music, my favorite sports, and I did it a little bit different. I have mine as a separate one. There, my best of. Let's see if I nested there. And again, I listed all mine separately. So it's two different looks. You can decide how you want that. Do you want it more like John's, where there's not an individual album, or do you want it more looking like this? I probably might go back and list in the description up here each of these, or I may leave it. But you can look, here's my best of. Let me go to John's. And you can see the difference. You can see whether you want it just files separated with a date, or if you want each best of separated with a thing. So look at that one. I'm going to go back. I think this one has the clearest difference. This is mine. So then it's by album. So you can decide there which one you like better. Okay, that's it for me for now. I will see you next time.